character is gay as well, and the two of them play best friends in The Next Best Thing.
I have something to tell you.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Not yet.
Oh, I missed you so much.
I'm pregnant with your baby.
So the last time you were here was 3 years ago. You'd just done Evita. And I kind of thought, based on the fact that people said such nice things about you and that, we were going to see you in like 2 movies a year from then on.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yeah, why? Why didn't you do a lot of movies after that?
Well, for one thing, I wanted to make another record. And that took me at least a year. And then I had to promote my record. I wanted to spend time with my daughter. And I just really didn't read a script that knocked me out.
Were you getting good offers? I mean, the roles, you just didn't like them?
No, the thing is, I've always played larger-than-life characters in movies, and I kept getting offered those same kind of parts. Parts for movie stars and divas and stuff like that. And I feel like I did that already. And it wasn't until the script for The Next Best Thing came along that I thought, you know, this is something that I would really enjoy doing.
Rupert Everett said that as soon as he saw the script, he immediately said, Madonna.
Yeah.
She'd be great for this.
Yeah.
So much has been written about your friendship. The fact that you get along great and it's kind of a fun relationship. But that doesn't always translate onto film.
That's true.
Were you at all nervous about that somehow the magic of what you experience in life wouldn't be there on the screen?
I might have been with someone else, but with Rupert, no, because Rupert has an effortless way on the set. So things were really easygoing between us, strangely enough. I mean, knock wood. I hope I always have that experience.
Let's talk about Abby a little bit.
Okay.
Late 30s?
Yeah.
Okay, late 30s, yoga instructor, although from what I understand, the original script...
Swimming instructor.
And you said, no, let's do yoga.
No, chlorine ruins your hair.
Not good for the look?
No, the drowned rat look.
She's her biological clock, but also her life clock is ticking.
I think that my character is a romantic and has had a series of unsuccessful relationships. And she gets to the end of one relationship in particular and realizes that she really wants to have a child and a family, and maybe that isn't going to happen for her. And that's really how the movie begins.
You can't be pregnant. We only did it once.
That's all it takes.
What, 8 martinis and you're stuffed?
That's right.
Wow. Doesn't take much to crack your egg, does it?
You don't have to make a decision right now. But I've made up my mind and I'm having this baby. And you can be involved as much or as little as you like.
Well, I can't very well not be involved. I mean, it's not like I suddenly can stop knowing you or something, can I? Can I? Ow.
Come on, Robert. I'm offering you a choice. You can be the baby's father or you can be the baby's uncle. I want you to be the father.
Is this just a turning point? Is it her decision? Does she finally make a choice that she's going to do something that she's proud of in her life?
I think that she's been doing things that she's proud of. I think she's proud of the fact that she, you know, is a yoga teacher. I think she's proud of the fact that she's a good friend. I don't think that in the end having a child is the best thing or the only great thing that she did in the movie. But I do think that she felt like something was missing in her life, wanted to have a family. What happens and how she comes about having a child wasn't exactly planned. So she kind of falls into it and goes with it. Here's Sam, dressed as Rich.
A little gender bender.
He didn't really go for a jewelry.
Do you think people today are going to look at this storyline and say, wait a second, single woman, gay best friend, baby, they're not married, they raised the child, and be at all shocked?
I think there's certain demographics in America that would be shocked by it. I wouldn't say shocked, but disapproving. I don't think anyone's shocked these days about hearing about unconventional family arrangements. But I do think people are becoming more and more aware and more open to the idea of, you know, unconventional family arrangements.
It's kind of weird. We talk about everything in this society today. It's hard to shock people anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's more shocking to know that a 6-year-old child is killing somebody in a school. I mean, that's more shocking. And I think ultimately the movie is a love story at the end of the day.
You recorded a couple of songs for the movie.
Yeah.
And one of them's getting an awful lot of attention.
Yeah.
And that is the remake of American Pie.
Yeah.
Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Ended all the boys with drinking whiskey and rye, singing it's so complicated, I
Why that song for this movie?
Well, it wasn't my idea. Rupert was twisting my arm basically the entire time we were shooting the film that I should do a cover of it. And there's something really nostalgic about it. I think that it was really appropriate in the end that I made a cover of it, because I think somehow it is reflecting of the times and looking back at pop culture as we know it and music as we know it. In a way, we've just moved into the 21st century. We're saying goodbye to a lot of things the way they used to be. So it turns out to me to be a kind of an apocalyptic song.
We used to stand around in a circle and listen
Yeah.
to the radio, and if somebody messed up, they had to leave the circle.
Yeah.
Don McLean said that he thinks your version is sensual and mystical.
I read that.
Then he went on.
Thank you, Don McLean.
Then he said, I've received a lot of gifts from God, but this is the first gift I've received from a goddess.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
It's nice praise. It really is.
Oh, my God, I know. I read that. I was really touched because I was worried. I thought maybe he'd think that I, ruined his song or...
Yeah, because a lot of people are going to listen to this and say, this is a classic. Why
Yeah.
touch it?
Yeah.
Why do it
Well,
again?
that's what I said to Rupert when he told me to cover it. I said, no way, I'm not doing that. I mean, I don't want to ruin people's, idea of the song, but I don't know, it just turned out good. And who knew Rupert could sing?
started singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy.
By the way, Madonna had a little laryngitis. That explains the voice. And in part 2 of my interview with Madonna, she'll talk about her daughter Lourdes. She calls her Lola, her desire for another child, and a little bit about her new boyfriend. 8:22, we're back with more after these messages.
New Dan.
With Madonna.
Oh, a lot of people come up to me and say they really, really respect and appreciate me because I don't give a damn what people think. But the fact is, I really do.
And a little bit later on, Olympic gold medalist Kristi Yamaguchi live.
The Next Best Thing, which opens nationwide today. This morning, the more personal side of Madonna, as well as her music career. In terms of album sales, she is a stunning success. Critically, though, it's been a bit of a mixed bag, especially early in her career. I asked Madonna if that's changed in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I first started out, people didn't really think that my career as a singer would last very long. I think people thought that I was much more an ephemeral thing of the moment that was going to come and go. Yeah.
Did you have those doubts as well?
Hell no. No, I never did. I mean, it never occurred to me that things would work out so well and I would be as successful as I am. But I went forward and just was determined to keep going.
You were always bankable in the music business. You always made money. Your records always sold.
Yeah.
But sometimes the critics really took some shots at you.
Yes, they did.
And is this a case now where you kind of get the last laugh?
Well, I don't know if I'm laughing, but it is nice. It is nice to read reviews of my records now and really know that they're paying attention to the music and the lyrics. More so than my personality or something I may have done. It's very rewarding.
Your personality. Do you think people have a real idea of who you are?
People that know me.
What about the general public? What do you think they think about Madonna?
Well, I don't like to speak for people I don't know, but I probably, in general, people have an idea of me as a very strong-willed person, a fearless person.
Is that fair?
I am those things, but I'm all the opposites, too. I mean, I'm a paradox. As confident as I may appear, I'm just, I am crippled with insecurities, I can assure you. And, it's a lot of times people that have a lot of bravado and a lot of outward strength are, they're using that to cover up things that, inside of them they don't feel really that strong about. So I would say I'm a complex person, and when you become a celebrity or a public figure or whatever, I think it's pretty hard for people to really pick up on the subtleties of someone's character.
When people use the word to describe you, and I've heard it more than once, and I've even read it in articles, they say, she's the racy pop star. Racy.
As opposed to?
I don't know. I don't know what that means, except I think they feel you're provocative.
Yeah.
That you shock people. Still?
Yeah, or they say, a lot of people come up to me and say they really, really respect and appreciate me because I don't give a damn what people think. But the fact is, I really do. But I suppose I've taken more risks than other pop stars, whatever, have taken, yeah. Because when you become popular, you want to stay popular, so you don't want to provoke. And I haven't always stuck to that philosophy. So I think that's what confuses people.
Last time you were here, Lourdes was, I think, half a year old. She's about 6 months old. She's 3.5 now.
Yeah.
Is she a normal little girl?
Well, what is normal, Matt?
Well, does she know that Mom's a celebrity, that she lives an unusual life?
No.
She has no concept of that.
Absolutely not. I think she knows she's loved, and she knows the difference between right and wrong. And I think that's all you can expect from a 3.5-year-old.
After she was born, you took some heat, and I'm curious how you felt about it, because your relationship with Carlos did not last.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the perception among some people was, this was a guy you said, good-looking guy, good genes, he's going to be the dad.
No, if only it were that easy. No, I know, and that has really hurt me, actually, and I think it's really hurt Carlos, and it's been, to me, I mean, I've taken it as an insult, because Carlos and I had a relationship for 3 years before we decided to have a child, and I think because I kept it so quiet in my relationship and I never talked about it, people weren't really focused on the fact that I had a relationship, and then suddenly I had a baby, and then when my daughter was a year old, we broke up. And I think because I was so quiet about it, people didn't really register that I actually had a relationship.
I felt bad for him because it was always Madonna and her baby. Madonna and her baby.
Yeah.
And I don't know him from Adam, but I thought, well, what about Madonna and Carlos and their baby?
Exactly. Well, exactly. And that's what I always want to say to people, because he is a human being, and he's her father, and he's very important to both of us. So.
Still good relationship with him?
Yeah. Definitely.
Have you kept your promise to me as Lourdes watching television?
Absolutely not.
You told me none.
She doesn't watch TV.
So she sees no TV at all.
Only when she goes to Rosie O'Donnell's house.
So then she's allowed.
No, she's not allowed, but what am I supposed to do?
So
I can't be a
Aunt Rosie
Nazi.
breaks the rules?
Yes, she does, in more ways than one.
Why are you sticking to that rule? You really think it's a bad thing for her? I mean, Disney cartoons and things like that,
I
would
don't
be
know.
okay?
In the end, it's probably not that terrible, but she has a great imagination. She's incredibly articulate. And I do attribute that to the fact that she doesn't watch TV.
How's being a mom changed you, do you think? It's been a while now. The last time I talked to you was 6 months, but...
Yeah, what'd I say then?
You said it was great. It was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah, well, I will say that again. I mean, you do have to sort of produce wells of patience that you never thought that you had. And I do find myself sometimes going, oh, I can't do that and I can't do that. And sometimes I feel resentful, actually. But it doesn't last for very long because my daughter is more rewarding to me in so many ways that I could even express to you. So, you have to take the good with the bad. I won't say that being a mother is easy or it's always fantastic and blissful, but it is incredibly rewarding.
So, are you going to have another child?
Oh, that question.
That question. Let me just be more blunt. Are you pregnant? That's the one everybody wants to hear.
No.
Not pregnant.
No.
Not at this moment.
No.
When would you like to have another baby?
In 5 minutes. I don't know. Soon. Someday soon.
You involved in a
Before I'm 50.
You have time. Involved in a very serious relationship?
Maybe.
We're getting coy, aren't we?
Yeah.
Am I getting into that area?
I'm turning the steering wheel
that
over. That's
quote
right.
area? Yeah, I'm getting a profile all of a sudden. Tell me about him.
No,
Come on, a little.
I don't want to.
I saw a picture of you in the paper.
Yeah,
He was at your premiere.
he was. I invited him.
Guy Ritchie. Seems like a terrific guy.
Oh, you go ahead. You talk about him.
But it is a serious relationship.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you.
And we're going to have more from Madonna coming up next week. It's 7:49. We're back with more on Today right after these messages.